Hey friends, good to see you. It is Monday, first Monday of December, the last month of the year, last month before StaarCon month. And of course, we are in the holiday season. Love it or hate it, here we are. It's Monday. That means it's time for the three-card weekly reading, your three-card weekly reading, where we will do 3 cards for the collective and individual cards for those who request. It is so nice to see so many of you here with me already this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, a special shout out to the members and the moderators, and a huge thank you to Wendy M. for being a member for 3 years and starting us off with a generous super sticker. Wendy M. will be a presenter at StaarCon 5 as well. And Nalini Kalu, you have been a member for 29 months. Wow, that is really something. I really appreciate your support of this channel. All right, let us hop right on over to CardCam and see that it is my grubby, ancient Robin Wood that we are going to start the week with. All right, 3 cards for the collective. And of course, as we do the collective reading and as you wait for your card, whatever you hear, be it the collective reading, be it a reading for someone else, if it resonates for you, if it feels like truth for you, then you take it as a reading for yourself. And if you're here for the first time, you do need to subscribe in order to comment, and you must comment in order to get a reading. So we welcome new subscribers. And what else? Wednesday, Global Tarot Circle. The link is already up. Make sure you join us. And if you happen to be local, this coming Sunday, December 8th, is our local tarot meetup. And when I say local, I mean everybody's local to where they are. Local to me, Palm City, Florida. If you happen to be anywhere near Palm City, Florida, make your plan to join us at Panera Bread, Palm City, this Sunday, 4 p.m. All right, it's free, it's fun. You might as well come. All right, let's see what we got. 3 cards for the collective. For the week ahead, the 8 of Cups reversed, and I don't know why, but in this moment, I am reading this as people are being stubborn right now. Recognize that people are being stubborn. Are you being stubborn? If you're being stubborn, you got to look at, like, do you want to be? Do you need to be? And if that's how other people are being, leave them alone. Let them stew in their juices. Don't try. Don't try with people who are being stubborn. Just don't. Just don't. Instead, maintain your peace and equilibrium. Instead, keep to your own counsel and make the decisions about the things that affect you. There are many, many questions about what is true. You know, go anywhere, man. Go to a tarot group. Go to any group of people at all, and we will all disagree with one another about what is true. So this week, what we need to do is figure out, like, what is true for me? What is true for you? What is your truth? And is the truth that you're choosing to believe, since clearly we live in a universe with multiple possibilities, the truth that you're choosing to believe, is it helpful? How true is it objectively? Does it serve you? Because as soon as we get into, like, that 8 of Cups reversed, Sometimes that can talk about tenacity and like how you really have to stick to it. Other times, though, and this is really how I'm reading it today. How, Martha, go to a church and people will disagree. Exactly. Not yours too much, thankfully. Good. But yeah, no, it's true. It's true. And, you know, my Aunt Marley used to say, it would be a pretty boring world if we were all the same. And I thought that was pretty wise. I thought that was good. I still do. So when we find ourselves like in that space where this is the hill that I am willing to die on, make sure it really is a hill you're willing to die on. Make sure it is. So we are all asked this week to do that personal inventory. What do you believe is true about yourself? What do you believe is true about spirit and the way that spirit moves in the world? And what do you believe is true in terms of what is in your best interest? Then check in and make sure that those beliefs are based on something real. And then go forward. There it is. It is always good for us to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. All right. Let's get going to the requests, and you know how this goes. I will try very, very hard not to skip anyone, but y'all are going to watch me. And if you think I'm skipping someone, you're going to let me know. And that's how we'll go. And I will take these, as I said, in the order in which I see them. Starting with Justine. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator. A card for the week ahead for you. Another reversed 8 for you. The 8 of Pentacles reversed. And I think this is really, like, it really is about the work, the learning, the practice. Where should you be putting your attention right now? What is it that you want to be learning and building in your life right now? Put your attention there and not anywhere else. JD Estrada, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card to start your week. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Why are we reversed here? You know, if it were upright, it would be easy, an easy interpretation for me. But what do I want to say about this reversal? What I want to say, JD, is let's be careful this week about wasted effort. What you're learning, what you're doing, what you're communicating about, make sure it serves your interests. And if it doesn't, try not to even put energy toward it. Like, I feel like this is the energy of our 3-card weekly reading, Justine's reading, and now yours, JD. I feel like there is this whole energy. I don't know if it's for the whole planet or just for our village, but there is this energy around, let's streamline. Let's be really clear about what we have to do, what we don't have to do, what we want to do, what we don't want to do, and let's not waste energy. That seems to be your reading, JD, but it seems to be overarching for all of us too. Is it bad when I make you share your reading with the whole village? I guess but you know, that's what we're doing here, I guess. You know, I guess that really can't be bad because that's like the whole purpose of being here, I guess. All right. Hey, Diana, what would you say, if you could, if you're willing, would you give us, okay, Mars goes into retrograde at the end of the week, and I am well aware that we always talk about Mercury retrograde, but the other planets who go into retrograde less frequently but for longer are really the ones we need to be more concerned about. Could you let us know, A, how long Mars will be retrograde, and B, what are some key words, some operative key words that we can work with for a Mars retrograde? Like, for example, for Mercury retrograde, we know that we review, we re-edit, we we revisit, we reconsider, and we be aware of the problems that those things can cause. What's true about Mars? I can only imagine, like on a planetary level, it feels difficult, but on a personal level, if you or any other astrologer here wants to share, that would be super helpful. Right, but what does it mean? Diana, this we know, much more volatile, nearest and brightest, but what does it mean to us as individuals? If you could give us a few adjectives or keywords or verbs, I guess verbs is what we're looking for. What do we need to do? That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. If you can, I'd really appreciate it. Okay. Pip, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We're going to do you, Pamela, and Pamela's daughter, and I'll be putting Pip up on the StaarCon website. Okay, no, that's not true. I will be getting the information together to give to IT John to put Pip up on the StaarCon website because she will be presenting at on StaarCon 5. Okay, so Diana, we understand what it can be. What do we need to do? It can be impulsive, argumentative. It can cause fights, violence. Trey says shorter fuse. So what's the advice to us? Can we phrase this in a way that gives us advice rather than fear? What's the advice to us? What do we need to know? How do we use this? That's what I want to know. All right. And I thought, I do. Pamela Phillips, you're here. So it's good to see you. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. I'm going to do you at Pip's request, but I see that you're here. All right. All right, Pip, here we go. Here it is. Pip, just this is what I was looking for. Trey, thank you so much. This is going to be super helpful to used to be a redhead Scorpio self me. Before getting angry, you really need to analyze who's really at fault before acting. You might be contributing more to the problem than you think. Pick your battles. Now, that's good advice for me on any given day, just given my makeup and my personality. So I can imagine that this is going to be difficult. Okay. And Diana, be especially careful of confrontations on Tuesdays. Okay. Work on anger management. All right, and how long does this last? That's the next question. How long does this last? All right. All right, Pip, here we go. Pip, for you for the week ahead, what could be better? You get the Fool. And you are on a whole new mission, a whole new journey. Might as well do it with confidence. Might as well do it with joy. And, the possibilities are limitless here for you. It's beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Trey. February 23rd, 2005. So right through StaarCon. Okay, we will all remember that. StaarCon people, we're going to be extra special nice to each other. Yes, we're talking about Mars retrograde. Right. Right, Trey, it is. But here's the thing, my theory with tarot, with astrology, with anything that is divinatory, if all it does is cause us to be afraid, I got the tower, I'm scared, it's useless AF. Useless. It is when we can find advice, when we can find ways of working through that I think these things become so very valuable. So That's why, when we hear about things going on astrologically, am I going to go read all of my astrology books to figure out what it means? No, I'm not. I'm not an astrologer. And I'm 62. Am I going to become an astrologer? Probably not. But if an astrologer tells me something is happening, I am going to be very persistent about asking, what does that mean to me? What does that mean to us? What can we do about it? That's my thing. Martha, similar to reading the scriptures. I agree, and I think it's going to be very interesting, Martha. You at StaarCon, that's going to be interesting. Because, you're no stranger to conferences. And these days, you're no stranger to us divinatory wackos. But it's going to be interesting for you to see the similarities and differences. Because, if you want to take it a step further with the scriptures, there is actually Bible dipping, bibliomancy. People use the Bible and other books for divination. So there's a lot of connection here. And I am so excited to see, I cannot wait to regroup with you after StaarCon and see what your thoughts are in terms of that grain of truth that exists between all of it, in the Venn diagram of all the different belief systems, that grain of truth that is there. I think you and I are going to get closer to it. That's my fantasy anyway. All right. So Pip, we are now going to do Pamela. Pam, thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Hey, I'm a Virgo moon. You guys are talking about Virgo moons. I'm a Virgo moon. I want in on that conversation. Diana, that is an interesting thing to note about you. Makes sense, actually. That's our book, Martha. I have been bugging Martha for at least 10 years that we should be writing a book together. There it is. There it is. I will look forward to that, Diana. Thank you. Okay. Pamela, here we go. Look at you, Pamela, going forward with the King of Swords. This week, pay attention to the things that are true and right and good, and the things that are silly and messed up. Try not to give them too much mind unless you have to. Like if it's coming straight for you, then you have to. But if it's existing off here, off in the periphery, just let it exist and pay attention to the things that are good, right, and true. Because there's more of those anyway. Okay, and Pamela's daughter, here we go. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Oh my goodness, big opportunities this week. Look for opportunities. I don't know if it's social, creative, career, what it is, but look for the big opportunities. Anna Kay, I'm curious what your ascendant is. And there's a part of me, I'm such a dick, there's a part of me that just because it is, when I tell you it's so obvious that I want to make you guess, but I won't because that's so rude. Leo rising, right? What else could it have possibly been? Like, I feel like I am such a perfect expression of my big three: Scorpio sun, Leo rising, Virgo moon. Like, that tells a story, and it is my story. So, yeah, there it is. But let's move on to Penny. Yeah, you would guess Leo. I knew you would guess Leo. See, I should have made you guess because that would have been fun. But I always think it's rude when we make people guess. But you would have guessed, right? There it is. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, because you know me. And it's obvious. All right. Here we go. Penny for your thoughts. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Yeah, you guessed right. I knew you would. I knew you would. So fun. All right. Penny for your thoughts. Card for the week and one for V. Looking for an apartment for her these days. Good. So an apartment for her and for you. Got it. Is that it? Is that what's going on? Okay. All righty. Penny for your thoughts. A card for your week ahead, strength. And this goes along with our conversation about Mars. Y'all, you know, this is not the Mars card by any stretch of the imagination. It's the Leo card. But if you think about it, strength, where we're keeping the lion under control. That really seems to fit that Mars in retrograde energy for us personally, at least how I'm understanding it. And it's coming up for you. So this week, be very careful about keeping things in control, keeping yourself in control. Honor what you're thinking and feeling, but keep yourself calm. That is the important thing. That is the important thing. Keep calm. Yeah, Anna, hard to guess a person's moon for sure. For sure. All right. So Diana, you agree. Okay, good. Good. Now for V, well, look at how old these cards are. I will never be able to use these with a client. But I'll use them in public for everybody, but, you know, because I think it's fun here on YouTube just to sort of let the history be demonstrated. V. It may be tattered on the back, but it's pretty on the front. V. This week, be grateful for all the good things and all the good people in your life. Yes, there is difficulty. Yes. Yes, there is difficulty, but there is also so much love, and lean into the love that surrounds you. Mary, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Page of Wands reversed. There may be ways this week that you're just not feeling it. And if that's the case, do what you have to do to motivate yourself. Like, work on your motivation and recognize, like, it would be good to recognize this week, because you can use this for the rest of your life. What does motivate you? Are you motivated by reward? Are you motivated by fear? I'm often motivated by fear. I better get this done or else, you know. I probably should have picked something better when I was young. But, you know, figure out what motivates you and how do you motivate yourself. That's your mission this week. Autumn Pod, I love Robin Wood Tarot. You do? I know Trey does as well. There's a lot of love for this deck, and I used to love this deck so much. I don't, like, today, like, I don't love that it's all skinny, pretty white people. I'm really liking the trend in modern tarot design to be more authentic to our community. But I feel like this was really sort of the first really clear pagan take on weight, and it's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Of course, there's like these great conversations going on. Trey has a 90s feel to it that I really love. Yeah, it is so interesting now to be able to look at decks by decade. You know, like that's a very 70s deck. Like, where are the cards? But this one, very 70s. This one, 90s. Oh, interesting, Mary. That is interesting. This morning, I was thinking on how to modify my inner speech. Yeah, so the cards and you are on the same page today, my friend. And Melissa, can't wait to see you at StaarCon. Thanks for being a member for 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. First day back at work after a relaxing vacation. And this was the vacation, if I remember correctly, this was the vacation, for those of you following along. New boyfriend who lives in a different country, for whom English is not the first language, was on this vacation with other friends. So this was like a whole little incubator. And if you're saying it was relaxing, I have to think it probably went well. That's exciting. That's really exciting. All right. First day back at work, maybe not as exciting, but let's see what we got. Yeah, no. Like, I don't want to lean into this too heavily, Melissa. Oh, Melissa, you are in a Spanish-speaking country, so you leaned on his language skills a lot. Got it. Perfect. But still, if it was good, it was good, and that's fabulous. And I love it that the two of you can travel, because where in the world, if you've got between the two of you English and Spanish, there's a lot of places y'all can go. Just say it. So I don't want to lean too heavily in this, Melissa, but there's a part of me that's like, yeah, there's no part of you that feels really excited to be back at work. And maybe even worse, I feel like you have been working so hard, personally and spiritually, and learning how to allow yourself to show up authentically, and recognizing that when you show up authentically, really good things happen. And now I'm connecting. I saw on, I think, Instagram, a picture of you doing toe stand, which is a posture I have yet to master, by the by, toe stand, in a waterfall basin. So I'm putting all of that together in my head, right? Okay. So back at work, maybe it's because the vacation was good, but I think it's because you're really contemplating how hard it is to feel authentic and comfortable in your job, and how little excitement you seem to have returning to it. And I'm not saying that in a shady way. I'm saying that as we need to examine this and recognize that while you're good at your job and your job serves you, and you know your job, you can do it with your eyes closed at this point. But this week, I think it is really time to start thinking about, well, not just you've been thinking, but to maybe get a new layer of thinking going about what your next step is going to be job-wise. I think that's what you want to put a finer point on that this week, I think. And to recognize that, honestly, to do your job right now, you don't need to put that much effort in. And if you don't need to put that much effort in, don't. And I know you're a person who wants to give 100% every place, every day, all the time. You can do a great job by checking in about 60% of your capacity and save the rest of that capacity for something else. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We appreciate you. You also got strength. We're going to talk about this in 1 second, Smile Soul 20. Melissa, I'm so glad that landed. I was just thinking, man, I just rambled about a lot of stuff. Did any of that land, or was I just rambling too much? And Melissa says, thank you for saying that. I need to start using some energy for myself. Good. Thank you for being able to pick something out of that rambling that works, because it felt like there was a lot there and I wasn't feeling like I was conveying it as clearly as I could have. So thank you for hearing it. Okay. Smile Soul 20, I shall not have that problem with you. I will be able to convey this very clearly. This is the second time we've seen this card today. And we've had one of our resident astrologers, the village astrologers. I do love that. We've had one of the village astrologers confirm that this card is a good, helpful card for us during during this preparation and upcoming Mercury retrograde, and I'm sorry, it is Mercury retrograde, but during Mars retrograde, this week, Smile Soul 20, people may do boneheaded, ridiculous things. Be aware, be strategic, but do not react in anger. Do not react in anger because anger takes from you. If you can just observe and be strategic, you will win. Hey, JD, good to see you. All right, perfect. We receive the big hug that you send us. Thank you so much. Okay. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Smile Soul 20, you are very welcome. Oh, my goodness. Liz, you also get the Magician reversed. So what we've had Strength and Magician reversed already stalking us this early in. And for you, Liz, for Magician reversed, I'm going to say, don't even give conversations energy if you don't think there's anything you're going to be able to get out of it. You're not going to change anyone's mind, most likely. So if you can't change anyone's mind, don't give conversations energy. Keep your energy for yourself, which, by the way, seems to be like this overarching theme for a lot of us today, to manage our energy, to be aware of our energy, to modify our energy, to keep our energy, to preserve our energy. We as a village are being told this, and Liz, you very specifically are being told this. Maria Baresi, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. The Tower reversed. You are going through something. There is something here that feels difficult. And this week, I think you will discover that for you, it is not as difficult as you might be thinking or worrying. So prepare, but I think it's going to be okay. Or better than you think, at least. Revival of Venus, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. The Fool reverse. So this week, you want to be a little careful, and you want to really check yourself about being neither too risk-taking or too risk-avoidant. Like, you really want to think about how you manage the energy of risk. Nick, you were born in Huntington, New York. I was born in Greenport, 50 miles from there. Of all the places in the world, right? Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mick. Mercury is also about communication, so that message is also great for all of us during a retrograde when communication can be oogie or wonky. Yes, so true. So true. All right, Diana Price, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. Thank you for being a wise resident astrologer, and thank you for being a StaarCon presenter. Here's a card for your week ahead. You're in Patchogue now. Oh my gosh. Definitely practically neighbors. Now, when I was growing up, like, Patchogue was like, don't blink or you miss it. I think the wine industry has probably brought some things in, maybe? But I don't know. I haven't been there in a long time, but wow, that's so interesting. Like, what does a person do in Patchogue, actually? I wonder. But I'm thinking about Patchogue from the 1970s, so it's probably different. Yeah, Smile Soul 20 at work, they will be up to their shenanigans for sure. Yeah, Trey, Mercury reversed also means even more people fighting online about stupid things. Always fun to read, but don't get pulled into the nonsense. Yeah, guilty. Yes. And Nick, Patchogue Main Street is bougie as fuck. Is bougie AF now. That makes so much sense because Greenport is like when I was growing up, Greenport was fish and potatoes. And now Greenport is like poor people's Hamptons. So yeah, that makes sense. All right. Nalini's laughing at me because you all know I got a salty mouth. Y'all know that. Okay. Diana, I've been threatening to do a reading for you for a long time. And here it is, Diana Price, the Hanged Man reversed. You are taking control of your life. That is what you are doing. And it's what you've been working to do for a very, very long time. And it's taking control in a lot of different ways from a lot of different things, but you are doing it more strongly, more completely, and more stridently than you have ever done before. So keep doing that. Trey, thank you. That's so kind. We're all guilty of that from time to time. We're only human, yeah. Claire C. I don't think so. I don't think I have skipped you. No, I did not skip you. It is good to see you. I am just being way too talkative this morning, and that's a fact. But Claire, oh, and you're coming up. I see you. You are, I've got Caroline, Febborn, and then Claire. So that's where we're at. And I have not gotten to you yet, Nalini, either. But thank you all for being here, and thanks for putting up with my Monday morning chit chat. I appreciate you all. All right. And Claire C., you had, I'm so glad you're here, Claire. Those of you who saw the notice on Facebook, a beloved member of our StaarCon community and our local tarot community has made his final journey, or at least the final journey we know about. And Claire said, you know, he will make himself known at StaarCon. And I read that when you said that, Claire, I read that right before coming on here. And that is so much in my mind. Like, what can we do to welcome him and help him make his presence known? Audrey, I'm just so sad. I know. And I'm so sorry I did not reach out to you privately, Audrey. I'm sorry you had to find out online. I am so sorry for that. And yeah, it's sad. I hope you can come to our meetup on Sunday. We are meeting on Sunday, and obviously we'll do something at the meetup to honor him. Bring your tissues. But let's put our heads together for StaarCon and how we can honor him at StaarCon as well. All right. So hard. Caroline McLaughlin, thanks for being here. Nalini, Tyrone Smith, I don't know if you know him. Check my Facebook page and not my professional, my personal Facebook page and the StaarCon community page, StaarCon community group. And if you're on Facebook and you're not a member of StaarCon community group, it's a private group, join if you're interested in StaarCon, and you should be. So it's all in there. Check out his picture. You might have seen him online. He's been around, you know, he's been around for a while, and we're sad. It was mostly unexpected. It was completely unexpected to me. And mostly unexpected. Yeah, he's always the quiet one off to the side, right? Until you start talking to him, and then, oh God. Okay. Caroline McLaughlin. Thank you so much for being a member for more than a year, Caroline. Thanks for using members only emojis. You get death reversed. And for me, this is about tenacity. That this week, stick to your mission, stick to your ideals. I'm thinking about that old song, Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around. I don't know who's trying to turn you around and in what way, but don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Oh my goodness, Audrey, we're celebrating your second year. That's so fabulous. Mick Shuir, I thank you for saying this. I was thinking about this. Is there some sort of memorial award or themed session you could name for him in the future? Maybe, like, because we have the Mick Shuir, you and I are on the same page. We have the Starshine Scholarship Fund. It would make sense to call it the Tyrone Starshine Scholarship Fund. That would absolutely make a lot of sense. Just because of who he was and the way he volunteered and the way he gave to the community, it would make sense. So thank you for that. And thank you for letting me know that my thoughts on that were reasonable. So yeah, I appreciate that. All right, Febborn. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. This is great. Listen to this. What surprises await me for this week, saith the cards. So good. Exactly, Mix, you are great minds. Febborn. What surprises await for me this week? 5 of Cups. This is not an ideal surprise. There's a nuanced thing that you will deal with this week that involves both sorrow and joy, both loss and love. Be prepared for that nuance. Be prepared for sadness and laughter at the same time. All right. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, Claire C., here you are. So glad you are here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Only 51 degrees. Y'all, certain parts of Florida where I am not so bad, where Claire is, 51 degrees in Florida. We don't like that. We do not like that at all. Floridians, give us mosquitoes the size of your head, flying roaches, alligators and crocodiles, iguanas. Give it all of it. But it goes below 60. We fear this. We don't like it. February. Okay, no, you probably do know February. You probably do. Okay, Claire, here we go. Claire, I shuffled. Y'all heard me shuffle. Maybe you saw me shuffle. You also get death reversed. And I'm going to say a very similar thing to you that I said to Caroline. Don't let anyone turn you around. I'm asking the rest of the world to... to not be too solid in your thinking, to question and figure out what's true. With you, I'm like, you already know what's true. Just hang on to it. Hang on to your truth. Oh my goodness. Penny, for your thoughts. I did you and V early on. If you scroll back, you'll find it. Good to see you. Peggy Lou, he always made you laugh. Yeah, all of us. That was like his job. Okay, so Teresa, 34 degrees in St. Augustine. No! Anna K, it's so cold today. And you're in Miami. And you lived in New York City for 17 years, right? There's something about cold in Florida that is not the same as cold up north. 60 degrees up north, happily in a t-shirt and shorts. 60 degrees down here, I need a sweater. Below 26 in Connecticut, which we expect. That's expected. But that's also why I do not live in Connecticut. Although I miss y'all. Big time, I gotta tell you. Okay. Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Pentacles reversed. It may be that you're considering a purchase that you want to reconsider. It may be that you are looking at some practical decisions this week where you want to be a little conservative, unless you were thinking about coming to StaarCon, in which case, blow the bank. No, seriously, though. There is something here about wanting to focus on self-care and preservation. I don't mean that in a scary way, but just this week, take care of self, take care of what you need. Oh, Smile Soul 20, we miss you as well. Thank you. Diana Price, 25 degrees where you are. Right, Anna Kay, if you were in New York right now, you'd be happy with the weather. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And here's Joe One. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Trey, you are very welcome. Lisa Harmon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We appreciate you and sending you so much love and healing. You're at the doctor's this morning. I hope they have good things to say. 10 of Cups reversed. I feel like there is a lot going on here with family. And that could be present, but also unpacking family stuff from the past. So current family healing, but also healing ancestral family healing as well. Oh, Peggy, you're that kind of Floridian. Oh, there's one in every crowd, isn't there? 61 where you are, 43 earlier. I'm enjoying the cooler weather. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who are like that, who, and it's so funny because we'll be out walking when it's cooler out and people will be like, oh, it's so lovely out. Isn't it a great day? Like they're so happy about it. They just want to shout in joy. And I'm like, yeah, lovely. Oh, 18 degrees. That's not a temperature in the Poconos. Yeah, that's also why I don't live in the Poconos. Yeah, I did, but I don't now. Okay, here we go. TJ and GA, a card for you and for your daughter. For you, here it is again. I am shuffling and the same cards are coming up. We are being stalked. TJ, stay the course. Whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you have committed to, stay the course, do the things. Don't let anything take you off your path. For your daughter, Ace of Cups. Be open to new things, new friends, new possibilities. Be open to new things in your life that bring you happiness. That can be new relationships. That can be new interests. Be open to that. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. Page of Wands reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Martha, I think that there are, you know what? I'm actually making this be about your animals this week. That's how I'm reading it. With the loss of a recent animal, I feel like you're still sort of coming to terms with all of that and coming back to normal. And so still give yourself a little bit of grace. And also, it coincides with the 1-year anniversary of your dad's passing. So you're going to be a little tender this week. Wrap yourself in emotional bubble wrap and give yourself grace. Buy yourself some flowers and allow that time of tenderness. Peggy Lou, nice for kitchen witchery. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. Christina R., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you, Karen, and Kim. Adrienne, buy a new purse. There it is. There it is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, Christina R. Two of Pentacles reversed. Are we getting close to the exams? I just feel like there's a lot. It feels like a lot, and there'll be maybe moments it feels like too much. Maybe there's stuff going on here I don't know about that feels like a lot. So be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself regarding time, energy, and money. Give yourself as much grace as it takes. Now, for Karen, and Karen is a member here and also a StaarCon 5 presenter. The Lovers reversed. The Lovers reversed. Karen, I feel like there's some stuff going on either internally or externally that is making you feel less. That is making you feel less. And whatever it is, that needs to be your top priority, to really turn this around and recognize your power in the world. Okay, and for Kim, the Tower reversed. So I feel like you're dealing with a lot, but you are coming to some understanding about how you want to deal with it and how you want to find solutions. And it's not easy, it's difficult, but there are solutions, and I think you will find your way to them. Okay, Sheila Selby, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Judgment. This week, closure to the past. And remember, we are in Mercury retrograde, where things from the past can creep back into our lives if it is a good memory, if it is a good thing, if you're remembering something about yourself, if you're coming back to an old habit. No, we don't like that. An old hobby, that's the word. Resurfacing an old hobby, something like that, that's fine. But otherwise, keep the past in the past, and understand this, Sheila. No matter how much regret you might have about certain circumstances, in every circumstance, you did the best you could with what you had. And it's important to know that. Leza Romero, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Hermit reversed. This week, pay attention to your friends. Allow yourself time to be social, to enjoy the people around you, be open to collaboration, and know that you have support around you. Spiritual support as well, certainly, but also the support of the people who care about you. Anna Kay, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We're going to do you and your son. For you, the Star reversed. I feel like there's a lot that is objectively going well right now, but there's some things that are still upsetting and worrisome, and so it's hard to fully relax. However, this week, lean into the idea that in broad strokes, all things considered, things are okay. And let's celebrate that. Okay, and for your son, the Empress. Interesting. We ask about your son, and we get the card that for all intents and purposes would represent you in his life. And so I would just look at what's going on there. Is there something he needs more of? Is there something he needs less of? Good call, Anna, for sure. With your son, is there he needs? Is there something more he needs or something less he needs? Probably what the two of you need is to check in and sort of see where he's at. Advice for him, he needs to know that you're going to be away for the most of the week. He is really going to miss you. And he may not want to tell you that, but he is really going to miss you. That's what that is. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That's cute. Okay, so advice for him. Let's give him some advice. Look at that. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, and he will make good decisions. Y'all both need to know that. He will be fine. It will be fine. That's funny. He wants you to think that, Anna. He wants you to think that. And I'm sure there's a part of him that is, but the greater part of him, I think, is a little nervous and doesn't want to tell you. Because I wouldn't tell my mom at that age for sure. So that was cute. But I'm also going to reassure you that he will be well behaved. And it looks like you probably have someone looking over him too. Okay. And Peggy Lou, did I get to you? I don't know. You tell me. Let's see. No. I have not, Peggy Lou. No, I don't think so. Okay. Joyous Ocean, good to see you. Okay, so we're going to do Joyous Ocean. First of all, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. And we're looking forward to your presentation at StaarCon. And we're going to do you, Jo1, and Jada. Okay, here we go. Joyous Ocean, Page of Wands, upright. This week, embrace the week with joy. You will be teaching, you will be learning, you will be creative. Lean into it and embrace it. Okay. Jo1, and I saw you here earlier, Jo1. Thank you so much for being a member. 8 of Swords reversed. Whatever is bothering you, whatever is worrying you, don't worry. It's okay. It is so much better than you think. It will be so much better than you think. So this is here to give you a little confidence that you might not be otherwise having at this time. Have some confidence. It's fine. You will be fine. And for Jada, it's hard. It's a lot. But if you do it now, if you do what is hard now, your future self will thank you. Do what is hard now. Your future self will thank you. All right, Peggy Lou, you're coming up. I've got Wendy M. and then you. Wendy M., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for being a StaarCon 5 presenter. And thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Judgment. This, I think, for you is looking at everything that has brought you to where you are and recognizing and enjoying and appreciating the power that you have in your life now. Peggy Lou Levens, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon as well. Virtually, but still. Okay. Okay. Peggy Lou. No, Nalini, I have not gotten to you yet, but you are, I'm doing Peggy Lou right now, then Joy, Lisa, Michelle F., and then you. Okay. Peggy Lou, the 10 of Swords reversed. We're glad they're reversed. This would suggest improvement. Whatever has been hurtful, whatever has been difficult, improvement, you'll start to see some of that this week and look for it and lean into that improvement. Joy Isle, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. The King of Wands reversed. So this week, look at your relationship with two things. One is leadership. In what ways are you a leader? In what ways are you not a leader? In what ways do you want to be a better leader? Look at those kinds of things, leadership. And creativity. How is your creativity being expressed? How do you want it to be expressed? Look at those things this week. Lisa E., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to do you and Jenna, of course. Lisa E., King of Wands reversed. You're not the first one to get this. For you, I think it's really looking at the things that are in your life and how you're feeling about them and how you want to manage them. And I'm really making this be very specifically about a particular love interest in your life, to be honest with you. And that's where my head is. And just thinking about, like this week, thinking about what it is, what it's not, and giving yourself permission and agency to figure those things out. It's like you don't always trust yourself in this way. Trust yourself, and you will make okay decisions. You will. All right. For Jenna, the Hierophant. Well, stuff just got real here. Jenna, I think you're dealing with some official stuff this week, whether it's educational or career or money or medical, you know, real stuff, real adult stuff this week. So learn it, embrace it, ask questions, do what you got to do. It's appropriate. Michelle F., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. Card for the week ahead. The 8 of Cups, and it's not reversed. It was reversed in our 3-card weekly reading. For you, though, this is about walking away from what does not serve you. If something's not working, let it go. Let it go, turn it into something else, let it be something else, but you don't have to lean in if it's not working or if you don't like it. Nalini Kalu, it is so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. 9 of Wands reversed. It has been heavy for a long time. Oh, Peggy Lou, that's a smart interpretation. I love that. I love that. Nalini, recognize that you are on your healing journey. Healing is not linear. It's up, it's down, it's all over, it's everywhere. But you are on that journey and you are doing the things. And some days it doesn't feel good, but you're still on the journey. And that's what you need to remember. 64 Amy Penn, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. 9 of Swords. This week, there is something bugging you. I'm not saying that it is bugging you too much or not enough or whatever, but figure out, address it head on. What is bothering you? What is upsetting you? And what do you need to do about it? And if you can't do anything about it, then what can you do about it? If it's about acceptance, how do you do that? And that seems to be the mission for this week. DH, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. I just skipped Lisa McCord. DH, I'm going to do you, and then I'm going back to Lisa McCord. Lisa, I apologize. Amy, you are welcome. Oh, Peggy Lou, that's beautiful. DH. The King of Pentacles reversed. This week it's probably time to kind of look at the practical things, the budget, the house, the healthcare. Look at the practical things, make sure everything's set as you go into a new year. And if there's something that needs tweaking, it's a good time to tweak it. All right. Lisa McCord, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Back to work today after a wonderful, relaxing staycation. Hope you can come to meet up on Sunday as well. Back to work. I feel like work doesn't treat you fairly. And, excuse me, coming back to work, I feel like you're going to be like, I'm sorry. I wish I could be more positive about it. But this week, figure out what you can do to bring balance to the force. Seriously, figure out what you can do to make things more balanced for yourself. That's the key. Gemini Sun, so good to see you. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. Struggling a bit, I'm so sorry. A card for the week. Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. This week, if you don't have to do it, don't do it. This is not a week to be super mom. It is a week to buy pizza and turn on the TV. I mean, I'm not telling you how to parent your kid, certainly. But I am saying, we cannot be the very best version of ourselves all the time. And this week, you've got to give yourself some slack. Good enough can be good enough. And that will help you get some space and turn this around. Okay, Pamela Phillips, we already got you because Pip requested, but so good to see you. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. And let's see what we got. The Four of Pentacles. It is all about self-care this week. Your well-being, your loved ones, your money, the things that you care about. You take care of those things. That's what's going to be important. And I know you're a person who cares about the whole wide world. And you can do that too, but not this week. This week, as much as possible, take care of your own. And that will provide a good healing foundation for you going forward. Ashley, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hang on a second. I just overscrolled. There we go. Ashley, so good to see you. 8 of Wands, things are going to go by so quickly this week. So pay attention and get stuff done if you need to. Be open to creativity and really exciting conversations this week. Trinkets, good to see you. Thanks for being here. That Page of Wands reversed, this has been stalking us for a little while today. This week, you may need some new inspiration. I feel like you need a new book, or you need some new creative supplies, or you need to watch something new or play a new game. Like you need something new to inspire you this week. Cassandra, you have changed the spelling of your name. And I am loving it. Cassandra Revolta. Yeah, let us all. You say you want a revolution. Yeah. Wow. All right, Cassandra, thank you so much for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. The Five of Cups reversed. This week, stay positive, stay optimistic, make the best of difficult situations, and better things will follow. Christine Hallowell, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and for using members-only emojis. The Empress reversed. There may be something going on with family this week. That could be a spiritual thing, messages from loved ones in spirit, pay attention, but can also be family members that you're concerned about or working through issues with. Do not get triggered. Recognize that the healing that you have done will help you do this. Oh, Quinn Kilharius, I am so sorry. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going back to find you, or I actually don't have to find you. I'll just do ya, because I know what the question is. Thank you so much for being here, Renata. We really appreciate you. Thanks for letting me know I skipped you. You know, never my intention. And anyone, if I skipped you, do what Quinn Kilharius just did. Just let me know. Most appreciated. And there's some things you need to be skipping as well, apparently, Renata. Seriously, you need rest. This week, if you're not in the mood and you don't have to do it, don't do it. This week, meditation, healing energy, spiritual energy, focused energy, meditative energy, that's what you're leaning into. All right. Country Love Homestead, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this week, resources are going to feel tight. Time, money, energy, all of it. So be judicious about how you spend any of it this week. Tiff, thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week for you. The Hanged Man reversed. This is your time to take control. What you want to do. What you want to do, Tiff, is really think about what you want and what you want to be different and where you can make a difference and make that plan and do those things as much as you can this week. Christine, it's interesting. It might even be you regarding both your kids. It could be any of it, or it could be more extended family members. So be open. Be open. Lisa E., you are very welcome. You too. All right. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Tiff, you are very welcome. Vaishali, this really speaks to feeling insecure. And we know this can be an issue for you, but it feels like it's heightened this week. So I would say pay attention to what's going on. What's going on with you physically? What's going on around you? What's the weather like? What are you eating? Pay attention. What makes you feel more insecure? If you could figure that out, you can manage it. Right. Mixuir, you've changed your name. You're now Mix. I like that. I like that. Okay. And I don't think Barbie has already asked. I don't think I've done Barbie. So yeah, we will do you, Mix, Michelle, and Barbie. Perfect, Christine. That's perfect. Okay. So, Mix. Michelle in Toronto, Queen of Swords. This week, you know exactly what to do to nurture the truth and do the right thing. Nick, I haven't gotten to you yet, I don't think. Mix. Trust yourself this week. You know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to do. And for Barbie Bird, Michelle, I have not gotten to you yet. Michelle Metheny, good to see you. Okay, Barbie Bird at the behest of Mix. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, you are just figuring out how to have your balanced life. You've got your work, You're getting out socially a little bit. You're finding your balance, and that itself is a job. So one of these moments, you'll have a moment that doesn't feel too much like work, and that's what we're looking for. Okay. Baby cakes. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Four of Cups reversed. Four of Cups reversed. This week, make the best of difficult situations and make the best choices you can. It will lead to better things. Oh my gosh, I am just seeing this now. Because I can't keep track of all the fun conversations, or I'll just be sitting here reading, and that would be a really boring presentation. But when I was talking about wanting astrologers to explain what we can do, you know, what the advice is, and that's also my approach to tarot is here's the advice. Trey says, that's your Virgo moon. You want a pragmatic approach. That explains so much. I hadn't even really thought about it. Again, not an astrologer. Hadn't really thought about it. So thank you to Trey and all our resident astrologers for bringing that knowledge to all of us. That was helpful. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, nothing. Thanks for being here. Right. That's so funny. Nothing. You're up next. That is so funny because I came back to that conversation like, y'all talking about Virgo moons. I'm a Virgo moon. Apparently that's how the conversation started. I just didn't see that. So. Okay. Nothing. Thank you for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's your card for the week ahead. It is the 10 of Swords reversed. Not the best card objectively, but reversed, it offers healing. This week, nothing. It's about healing. It's about healing of body, mind, and spirit. It's about letting the light in and allowing that improvement. And I think that improvement is coming. Okay. Okay, Diana Price, if you're looking for people to practice on, nothing is looking for someone as well. You're imagining that your birth chart is messy because you're a triple Aquarius. Oh my gosh. All right. Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. Two of Cups reversed. Teresa, this is garden variety self-esteem stuff. And I know it comes from bad family stuff. It comes from bad relationship stuff. And it's triggered as you look for a job. But you are all that, and you need to know you're all that. So that's the thing for the week. Be your own advocate and know you are all that. Okay, so Nick, I just did baby cakes. Where are you? Where are you? I'm looking for you. If I don't see you, I'll still get to you. Lumen, I don't know. I don't think I've done you. You have your interview in 2 hours. Teresa, make sure you let us know. Keep us posted. Okay. We just did Teresa. LP, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Chariot reversed. There may be ways that you are feeling very stuck. This week, LP, this week, there could also be issues with travel and transportation, so be prepared for that. But think about the ways in which you are feeling stuck and what you can do to get unstuck. Don't regret the past. Look forward to the future. Diana. Nothing. If you're still here, connect with Diana. She's here looking for you to help you out there. Okay, so I'm looking for Nick and Lumen, making sure I get to both of you. Oh, wait a minute. Nothing is Nick. I just figured that out. Sorry. Nothing and Nick are the same person, apparently. Is that true? Is that true? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So Nick/nothing. I did get to you. Okay. No, that was me. Diana, that was all me. Okay. Audrey M., you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. It does. It does. So I'm looking at 2 screens. And you're coming up as nothing and Nick on 2 different screens. Yeah. So I think you must have, like, was that ever your screen name? I think there must have been a time you made that your screen name. I like Nick better, to be clear. And I'm just going to call you that. I didn't realize you were one and the same, but apparently you are. Yeah. It really, that is so interesting, Nick. I have no idea why that is happening, but we're just going to call you Nick, and we're going to call that a YouTube fluke. Because yeah, it's the YouTube studio. My streaming studio has your name correctly. That's hilarious. So you probably didn't hear your card, and I'm going to do another card for you because of that. But this is Audrey's card. So let me do, thank you. I'm glad, Nick. Let me do this for Audrey. And then I'm going to go back and do another card for you with your proper name, Nick. Okay. Audrey M., thank you so much for being a member for 2 years. Honestly, with the King of Swords reversed, I think this is you processing the loss of Tyrone. I really do. And I think that will be on your mind this week. But there is also something more to this, Audrey. And I think it's about trusting your own mind and trusting your own knowledge and trusting your own skill a bit more. And I think that's something you're working on as well this week. All right, Nick. Yeah, well, Nine of Swords. Nick, there's a lot going on here where I feel like there's a lot in your brain that is hard to process. Allow yourself the time and the space and the grace to process everything that you need. You got the 9 of Swords, not the 10, the 9. But allow yourself the time to process. That's really the key. Okay, so now I'm looking for Lumen to make sure I get Lumen. And who else? Candy B. Candy B, you're up next. 3 of Wands. Candy, this week, you are set up for success. So look for all the ways to move yourself forward towards success this weekend going forward. Lumen, I am so not sure. Hang on 1 second. Jackie Masters, I see you next. So Lumen, I don't know if I did you or not. I don't remember doing you, but I also don't see your request. So I either skipped you or I did you. And so I'm going to, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here you are. I found you. I haven't skipped you. Ha ha. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, Lumen, you're coming up. Okay. Here we go. Let me just see where I am. Jackie Masters. And I think, Lumen, I think you're next after Jackie. Jackie, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Audrey, that was how he was. I will miss my soul-to-soul chats with Tyrone so very much, except sometimes when he didn't mince his words and I didn't want to hear. Tyrone was not easy. He was good, but he was not easy. That is true. That is true. All right. Jackie Masters. 3 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, this is so good because I know you're looking for a new role at work. This is so good for that. This week, lean into the career thing because I think you're supported in good career transition. Baby Cakes, you are very welcome. Okay. And now, okay, who am I missing? Okay, Joe 1. I got to you earlier because Dion requested for you, so we got that. And let's see. Lumen, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your patience. I am seeing you and getting to you right now. Here we go, Lumen. 6 of Swords reversed. This week, the head and the heart are going to be at war with each other, but they don't need to be. They don't need to be. Figure out a way that your heart can get what it wants in a logical fashion. Okay. Here we go. So what's interesting is it's not just Nick. Other people are having their names changed as well. But now I know it, so I'm just using the names I know them to be. But it is very interesting to see YouTube is on some weird drugs today. Okay. And Damini, you are up next. A card for you. Oh, and then, oh, wait a minute. There's Susan as well. Okay. Damini, you're next to be next. I'm doing Susan next. Susan Toklas, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Take it easy this week. There's so much you want to do and so much you feel like you need to do, but don't. Take it easy as much as you need to this week. Give yourself that grace. Okay, and now, Damini, Queen of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is a tough week having to do with acceptance and bigotry and how you're having too much bigotry and not enough acceptance. Keep on going and let people see you. That's what you need to do. All right, Michelle Metheny, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Here is a card for you. The King of Wands reversed. I feel like you are really becoming a strong leader, but you're not where you want to be yet, and that frustrates you. Give it time and keep going. You will see some forward motion even this week. Okay. Scrolling through. Lily, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. The Hermit reversed. Remember that you have friends wherever you go and enjoy that. You are so good at making friends. You are so good at making connections, and you make them everywhere. Somehow that's going to be important this week, but I think it's important every week, really. Okay. Scroll going through. We're getting toward last call, honestly. I think. And in fact, I think we're at last call. Michelle, you're very welcome. Very welcome indeed. All right. From my perspective, I have read for everyone who has requested. If I accidentally skipped you, I'm so sorry. That is never indeed my intention. Please reiterate your request. If you're here and have not requested, it is last call for readings, y'all. All right. In the description, a link to book a reading with me. Do it. A link to learn more about StaarCon and get your StaarCon ticket. Do it. And friends, if you are a StaarCon presenter, go to the StaarCon page, scroll down to your page, find your page, scroll down, and get your assets, download them, and share them on social media. Let people know you're presenting and bring your friends to the conference, either online or in person. All right. What else? Global Tarot Circle on Wednesday. The link is already up. Local Tarot Meetup on Sunday. If you're local, please join us. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, your tarot scopes are up. They're going up on TikTok right now, and they're already up here on YouTube, so check out your tarot scopes. My friends, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for starting the week with me. I hope you have a fabulous week. I will look forward to seeing you soon. Take really good care. We appreciate you.